Hello world, Shelly here, and it's time for another episode of Foundation Fest, and today I've got the new foundation from MAC, Studio Radiance, not face and body, Studio Radiance Serum Powered Foundation. Why do they have to name everything the same? I don't know. It retails for $46, comes in 48 different shades. I got my usual NW15. This is described as a buildable, weightless, 24-hour hydrating foundation that smooths texture, evens tone, and blurs the look of pores. They have a whole bunch of claims here. Ooh, they have 56 shades, so Ulta only has 48 of the shades. Apparently there are 56. Won't cake, crease, settle, or cause breakouts. 209% of people tested said instant hydration. Alright, I'm going to skip all those numbers. Hydrates, strengthens the skin barrier, water, sweat, humidity, and transfer resistant. Hydrates immediately and over time. Sounds wonderful. Let's take a look at NW15 swatched against a few others in my collection. Swatch time. First up is today's foundation from MAC, the Studio Radiance Serum Powered Foundation in NW15. Second is Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place in 1C1 Cool Bone. Third up is MAC Studio Sculpt in NW15, and wow, the new one is much darker than previous NW15s, which is a bit disappointing because MAC is usually so consistent from one product to the next in terms of their shade range. They're the same undertone, but wow, this Studio Radiance is way darker. That's a bummer. And then last, I've got from Wet n Wild the Tinted Hydrator in Fair. I've already cleansed, moisturized, and sunscreened this 48-year-old face. I primed, kinda, sorta. It's not exactly primer, but I am wearing the Lawless Forget the Filler. This is their Skin Plumping Line Smoothing Perfecting Cream. Now, I did still put on my handmade Bakuchiol cream, but I did it in my skincare step. I keep one in my bathroom as well. And so that's underneath all there, and then my sunscreen, and then that sat for half an hour or so. Now I'm sitting here. This is what I just put on my face, the Lawless. And let's take a look at what we got going on with the MAC. Where is my little butterfly? Butterfly, where are you? Oh. There she is. For all the people that ask, I get these on Amazon. If you go in my description box, I do have a link to my Amazon favorites. It's in there. It's like $6 or something. I love this little thing. I actually have two of them here somewhere, so the fact that I can only find one is somewhat... Well, no, if you saw the state of my desk, it would not be shocking at all to you. Let's take a look here. Alright. I feel like I'm going to need a little bit more. I just feel it. I feel it in my soul. I'm going to go in on one side with a damp sponge. The other side, I've got my BK Beauty 101. Yes, is that the 101? Yes, it is. We will see if there is a preference for brush or sponge. I feel like I'm having like a bad 80s hair day. You know what I feel like? I feel like I look like Christian Slater, like a bad version of Christian Slater's hair in Gleaming the Cube. Remember that one? That's what I feel like. I don't know. Well, I do know why. I was going to say I don't know why. I do know why, because when I took a shower, I just let my hair air dry with, like, nothing. No product, no nothing. Which, on the bright side, I mean, at least I can do that. On the not so bright side, it just gives me the look of bad 80s hairdo. Which it wasn't bad at the time. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I thought Christian Slater was hot in that movie. Of course, I was also like a teenager. Here we are, one pass. You know, the first thing that struck me as I caught a glimpse in my 10X here is how dewy but smooth it simultaneously looks on the textured side of my face. that is kind of impressive. I would say it's pretty light coverage. We still see sunspots and such. Let's try the brush side. Now, I have traditionally exceptionally good experiences with MAC foundations. In fact, my skin has not met one that it doesn't love. I'm pretty sure, I'd have to go look and be certain, but I'm pretty sure that every MAC foundation I've ever tried, they might even be all A's. I feel like there's probably a B plus in there somewhere, but they're all very, very, very high on my list of grades for foundations. And it's just without fail. Like, that's the most remarkable thing about it. Their formulas just work really well for me. So I do have high expectations for this one. I also have no doubts that it's going to be wonderful because, you know, it's weird. I don't use any other MAC products. I use the MAC Paint Pot for my primer for my eyes and MAC foundations. And I think I made that decision early on because I didn't want to get myself involved in loving another non-cruelty-free brand. But the fact that they sell in mainland China is why they are not cruelty-free. And so I'm sticking by that. If mainland China changes their laws, which there is work being done on that, then all of these brands that don't test on animals themselves would be instantly cruelty-free, just like that. But that's the reason behind a bunch of them. But anyway, I feel like this NW15 is a little bit darker than my other NW15s. Maybe I'm crazy. We already did the swatches. You saw it, but I don't film the swatches until after I put my makeup on, so I haven't seen them side by side yet. But I will say we do get slightly higher coverage with the brush. Same smoothness going on here. And I really like this serum formula. Like, I feel like it's that plumping thing they were talking about is actually happening. Alright, I still have some left because I went in with 3 pumps. So we're going to try and even out the coverage a little bit on this side. I think I'm also going to take a little bit of this more deliberately as concealer because Shelly ain't got time to be messing with separate concealer today. Alright, let's even this out. Whoa, sponge going flying. What's up, Ziva? How are you today? Are you having a good day? Yeah, she's ignoring me. It's okay, though. It's okay. Yes, this is definitely buildable because Sunspot's disappearing. And I'm not seeing any, you know, evidence of it built up. Like, it's not caking. It's not sticking to itself. It still looks smooth. In fact, I think I like it even better built up just a little bit. I think if you want the low coverage, the sheer look, go with the face and body, which is also one of my favorites. But if you want to build it up a little bit, there's a cat hair on my nose. Yep, still a cat hair on my nose. There it goes. Yeah, let's zoom in so I can show you guys what I'm looking at here. This applied beautifully. Now I put the cat hair on my cheek. It's all good. It's all good. I feel like it's even smoothing out my smile lines. It's just the pores around that area are nice and blurred. Texture is smoothed. Even my nose looks alright. Little tiny bit heavy on the nose, but I feel like as it warms up, it's going to melt all together. This is just a immediate application thing. Forehead looks nice. No micro wrinkles are being accentuated. Looks nice under my eyes even. I think I'm digging this finish. It's got some reflect to it. It's a little bit dewy. It's just, you know, the high points of my face. I am sitting in front of studio lights, of course, but you know, you're getting the reflect on camera, which I like. I'm not planning to set this with powder. I generally don't set my foundations with powder unless I'm trying to like fix a problem, like smooth out or set down something that's sticky that's moving around and not setting itself. Not going to do that today. I think we are off to a pretty good start. Where's my phone? Let's check the time. It is 11:22. I'm going to go put the rest of my face on. I will be right back. Back with the MAC Studio Radiance Serum Powered Foundation. Did not set it with powder. All is well. Blending was fine. I have some new stuff that I want to tell you about. So let's talk about what's on my face. First up, bronzer is not new. Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Matte Bronzer. Please stop scratching my chair, Ziva. Shade 2. And contour, ever since I dug this out for my little Halloween Wednesday Addams video, I think this has been discontinued. It's the NYX, so this was the second version of it. There was a third version after this. The Sweet Cheeks, I think, was the most recent name of it. Blush. The shade was originally Taupe, and then the new version of it was So Taupe. It is the perfect contour shade for fair skin to have a shadow appearance, and I think it's been discontinued. There's a few of them, like I see them on Amazon and I see them on eBay for like $24, but all the shades are sold out on the NYX website. They don't have the shades on Ulta's website. This is tragic, in my humble opinion. Does anyone have a dupe for this shade, the taupe shade from NYX, in their blush, which I use as contour? Because I forget about it, and then I don't use it, and then I use it, and I fall in love again. I even contoured my nose a little bit today. I mean, who am I? What is... Oh, dupes, please. And I will also be on the lookout. No worries. If I find one, you will be the first to know. So there's that. Hourglass, you kill me with these things. Put a freaking owl on it. Of course I'm gonna buy it. Like, it's freaking bats. I love Halloween. But it's freaking owls. I love Halloween, I guess. I got it in this colorway. Oh, it's so pretty. So I'm wearing the top blush and this highlight today. I love the metal container. I love the magnet. It's got a great mirror. I mean, they're just gorgeous. These are those limited edition ones where you get to pick the animal and then the set of colors inside. Oh, Hourglass, you kill me with this. Their bronzer's a little too warm toned for me, so I don't always use it, but sometimes I just do because it's easy and it's all in there. So that's the face. My eyes. Okay. Now, you know I love the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude palette. That's most of my eyes. However, Merit restocked their Solo Shadows, and I've talked about this one before. This Studio shade, which is their like taupey, cool tone taupe shade. That's not the one I'm wearing today. I bought, as soon as they came back in stock, I bought this one. It's the one I really, really wanted. Social. To me, this is like the shade that's missing out of the I Need a Nude palette. It's a slightly lavender tinted taupey shade. You know what I'm saying? So the base of my eyelid color is this from Merit. Now, Merit doesn't do discount codes. I do have a link down below which will tell them that you came from me. You won't get a discount from it. However, that just tells them, yes, I'm sharing their products. Keep sending me PR. I would appreciate if you use my link when you shop Merit. And this I bought with my own money, but they did send me this one in PR previously, so I would love to stay on their list because I love their products. I love their whole ethos, the whole minimalist, and everyone has beauty. I love them. And I like supporting indie brands. So, this one I bought. I bought this on Merit's website. They also sell on Sephora, but they weren't in stock. They restocked them on the Merit website. So if you're interested, check them out. They're cream to powder one hit, beautiful, easy eyeshadows. I love them. So I used that with the I Need a Nude palette for the rest of the eye look. Urban Decay 24/7 Waterline Pencil. Color Street Triflex Mascara. I'm going to be hard-pressed not to say it's my new favorite mascara. And I don't say that about everything. I am a Color Street stylist, but do you see me saying that that's all I wear now? No, it's not. But the mascara, they done good. They done good. What else am I wearing? On my lips, I already put it back away, so I don't know what shade it was. I'm gonna guess it was maybe this one. Lawless Forget the Filler. Is this the shade Annie? Is this what I wore? Yes. I think I'm wearing Annie. And then on top of that, I put Milani, the highly rated Diamond Lip Plumper Gloss. Because my Forget the Filler gloss is in my bedroom, I need to go get it because that's what's going to go in my pocket when I go to work. And I think that's all I'm wearing. Now I look a little bit less like I'm on Gleaming the Cube. Or maybe I do. I don't know. I really like how this blush bronzer contour situation turned out today. I really like this whole color scheme. I'm kind of digging myself today. And maybe it's because this foundation's gorgeous. Alright, I'm gonna go to work. Gonna go get a sandwich first. Then I'm gonna go to work. Then I will hopefully get you a daylight check-in. I'm looking out the window past you right now. It's a gloomy day. That seems to be like every day lately. Do I say that a lot? Have you heard me say that a lot? Yeah, because it seems like that's just been the norm. It's okay though. The sun is trying to kill me. And then I'll come back, give you guys a daylight check-in. Did I say that already? Then I'll come back tonight, give you guys my final thoughts. Hey guys, it's about 4:30. We have a little break in the rain, so I figured I would check in. The shade is definitely dark. I think you can tell. But it does look nice. Super disappointed on the shade though. But as far as that goes, I don't know what to tell you. Like, you can even see the line of demarcation, but it looks super smooth, and I love the finish. And I've blown my nose 3 times, and I think it's still holding up pretty well. So that's where we're at 4:30. I'll see you tonight. 9:55 p.m. What is that, like 10 and a half hours, somewhere around that mark. Let's take a look at how the MAC Studio Radiance Serum Powered held up. Not at all surprised. I love the finish. I love how it wore. I almost went to bed. Yes, it's early, but I'm tired. Very, very tired today. Almost went to bed without filming this outro. That means it's comfortable. It's not drying. I blew my nose, I don't know, 46 times today. And yes, I lost some product on my nose, but considering even Ziva says, yeah, you've still got some foundation on your nose. It's pretty good. Let's take a look and zoom in so you guys can see what I'm seeing. I would say the blurring of pores, the smoothing of texture, all of that stayed put. The product did move around a little bit on my chin, you know, as kind of the sort of breakdown that happens later in the day. So that happened just a little bit, but every place else, nothing settled into lines, nothing really caked up, nothing's, the only thing missing is where I blew my nose, basically. And it feels good. The finish stayed true to what it started out as. The only bummer is that the shades are not as consistent as they used to be. Like, I don't know, maybe it's just this shade, but I even double-checked the website where they show, like, your shade in one of their other versions, and the NW15 was consistent. Like, if you were NW15 in this one, you would be NW15 in the new. And this is my summer shade. This is, like, way dark on me. I mean, even you saw the swatches compared to the studio. Why do they have the word studio in everything? Studio Sculpt. And I know that this one, I'm pretty sure this one's discontinued now, but MAC colors are so consistent that I've always included one because pretty much everyone knows their shade in MAC, right? But this inconsistency kind of blows that whole methodology out of the water. So I don't know. I mean, even looking at the tubes and the bottle, like, this is way darker. Like, what? I'm really bummed about that. That really just blew my mind, because MAC is the one brand that can be counted on to be consistent from one product to the next in their shades. I'm mind blown in a bad way about the shade. But other than that, the wear is wonderful. I do like it enough that I feel like I might try to find what my actual shade would be. But, I mean, what would it be? The only other one I wear, I have NW13 in a couple of MAC products for when it's like super, super winter time and I'm pale, 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 pale. But, I mean, is that even enough step down from this? This is like 2 shades too dark, I feel like. You think? Am I seeing something different than you are? Let me know in the comments. I feel like this is just way darker than the undertone is correct. It's the right undertone, but it is just darker. I don't know. I'm gonna get off my complaining, because it is what it is, and I'm not. The grading process does not include the shade match or what I picked. But this is different because MAC is. It's not in the grade. It's not in the grade. I'm stopping now. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done complaining. Because really, there's not much to complain about. This is super pretty. Super pretty, and it wears super nicely. If I had to give a grade to the Studio Radiance, what the heck, Serum Powered Foundation, I gotta give it an A. It's way up there. It's like 97A. Like, it's way up there. Is it knocking out my favorites, my 2 perfect scores? No. The NARS Light Reflecting and the Guerlain Terracotta. Those are going to be tough to beat for anything in the whole entire world. But this one's way up there. This is like right beneath that level of perfection. Yeah. Gonna have to try to figure out my... Please stop scratching my chair. Ziva, please. Please. She's mad because her food bowl is empty, but I just filled it. I'm sorry. I was late. I forgot. I'm sorry. I apologize. You don't have to scratch my chair. You don't have to scratch my chair. There's nowhere for you to climb. Alright. Before this cat gets crazy on me, I'm going to bid you farewell. As always, thanks a lot for taking some time out of your day to geek out over makeup with me. Oh, here we go. I appreciate your time. I'm talking through a cat. I appreciate your time, and I hope you guys all have an awesome day or night wherever you are in the world, just like Ziva's doing. Take care of each other. Bye-bye.